What if one tiny gene could help decide whether your teeth grow the right way in childhood, or maybe one day help scientists regrow lost teeth in adults? That idea sounds like science fiction, but it is one of the biggest questions in future dentistry. The truth is, tooth growth is not controlled by just one thing. It is more like a team effort, with many genes working together like a tiny construction crew inside the body. Think of a gene like a little instruction code. Your body reads those codes and follows them. Some instructions tell cells when to divide. Some tell them what shape to become. Some help build teeth during early life. So when we talk about the gene that controls tooth growth, we really mean the genetic instructions that guide tooth development from the very beginning. Now let us make that picture very simple. Humans usually grow two sets of teeth in life. First come the baby teeth, also called primary teeth. Then, those are replaced by permanent teeth. Baby teeth usually begin coming in around 6 to 12 months of age, and most are in place by around 3 years old. Later, around age 6 or 7, the permanent teeth start taking over. By early adulthood, most people have their full adult set of teeth. This happens because the body follows a built-in growth plan. Teeth do not just appear randomly. They develop in stages, like a house being built step by step. First, the early tooth form starts, then the shape is refined. Then the root forms, then the tooth erupts into the mouth. After that, the tooth is meant to work for many years. In other words, tooth growth is a timed program, not an endless process. So which genes are involved? Scientists have found several important ones. Names like PAX9, MA61, WNATDSA, EDAX, IN2, and USAG1 keep showing up in tooth research. These genes do different jobs. Some help start tooth formation. Some help decide how many teeth form. Some help shape the tooth. Some help control the signals that tell cells to grow. None of them acts alone. They work as a network. That is where things get really interesting. One gene that has gotten a lot of attention is USAG1. In animal research, blocking USAG-1 has helped restart tooth development in some cases by boosting signals that are important for tooth formation. That does not mean there is a ready-made tooth regrowth treatment for people today, but it does show that the body's tooth-building system can, in some cases, be nudged in the right direction. Why does this matter for tooth regeneration? Because scientists are trying to answer a powerful question. If the body once knew how to grow teeth, can that instruction be turned back on? Researchers are studying genes, stem cells, and special proteins that may one day help guide a new tooth to form. This is still experimental, but it is one of the most exciting areas in regenerative dentistry. So why do humans stop growing new teeth naturally? The simple answer is that the tooth-growing system switches off after childhood. Once the baby teeth and permanent teeth have formed, the body no longer keeps the same active signals for making a whole new set. That is one reason humans do not naturally regrow teeth the way some animals can replace teeth more often. Could this change in the future? Possibly. If scientists learn how to control the right tooth growth genes in the right way, one day it may help people regrow missing teeth. That could be a huge step forward. It might mean fewer implants, fewer dentures, and a more natural way to replace lost teeth. But that is a future possibility, not a current promise. At the same time, scientists still face big challenges. They must make sure a tooth grows in the right place. They must make sure it grows to the right size and shape. They must make sure it is safe for long-term use. And they must prove it works well before it could ever become a real treatment for patients. That is why this research is exciting, but still carefully moving forward. So, here is the honest conclusion. Genes play a major role in tooth growth. They help start the tooth, shape the tooth, and guide how it develops. Scientists are learning how some of these signals might be restarted in the future. That gives real hope for tooth regeneration. But today, this is still research, not a treatment you can ask for in the dental chair. And now I want to ask you this. If scientists could turn on the tooth growth gene in adults, would you want to try it? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy simple dental science videos like this, please like the video and subscribe for more.